Hello and welcome to Royal Vibes. Prince Harry urged to cut ties with Netflix as fear grows for King Charles and Camilla. The Duke of Sussex told James Corden in February 2021 that the crown is fictional but gives a rough idea of the pressure faced by members of the firm. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't, give the video a like and please watch the video right up to the very end. Prince Harry has been urged by royal author Angela Levin to make an overdue stand on the crown amid fears storylines included in the last two seasons of the show could be damaging for the new king and queen. The author of Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, From Outcast to Future Queen Consort, believed there is the risk King Charles III and the Queen Consort could become the target of the ire of fans of the show incensed by fictionalized storylines. After referring to the claim the death of Princess Diana may be recreated in The Crown, Ms. Levin wrote in The Sun that, for the sake of decency, Harry must cut all ties with Netflix, judging by The Crown's previous form. His mother's fatal accident will not be portrayed sensitively. I'm certain the scenes will be heartbreaking for anyone who watched, and it's appalling that scriptwriters are cashing in on her tragedy. Netflix has stipulated that the crashing packed scenes will not be shown, Deadline wrote. Nevertheless, Ms. Levin fears the portrayal of Diana's death in The Crown could prompt the resurgence of malicious and untrue claims about the nature of the late Princess of Wales' car crash. Ms. Levin also wrote that just a month ago, the nation united to mourn Her Majesty the Queen in beautiful and respectful display. Crowds embraced King Charles, wished him well, and sang God Save the King for the first time. Now the Crown will be trying to derail that positive feeling with more scenes based on falsehoods and fiction. I have no doubt Charles and Camilla come under fire over scenes in the show and fear it could risk turning the public against them. Just days after the release of the fourth season of The Crown, Charles and Camilla were subjected of a barrage of online abuse. Shortly after, the Clarence House Twitter account, used by the couple at the time, locked the comments to its tweet, allowing to respond to them only people it either mentioned or followed. The Royals' then communications office never officially commented on this wave of hate or whether the decision to lock its comment was related to the online hate. Some royal watchers and commentators, however, believe some younger viewers and people not familiar with recent royal history may have believed as true and distorted or fictionalized version of the events portrayed in the first season of the show, heavily focused on Charles and Camilla's extramarital relationship in the late 1980s and Princess Diana's private bed. Following the release of the latest season of The Crown 2 years ago, royal expert Diana's brother Earl Spencer, of course, and the then culture secretary Oliver Dowden, asked Netflix to place a message prior to the episode of its award-winning show to make clear it was not a documentary, but the streaming platform rejected this suggestion, saying the show had always been presented as a drama and it was confident its members understand it is a work of fiction. The fifth season of The Crown will portray a fictionalized version of the event taking place within the palace walls on the firm in the 1990s. While it is set to be released on November 9, the upcoming season has already come under fire after it emerged one scene in its first episode will show Charles summoning former UK Prime Minister Sir John Major for a clandestine meeting to mourn about having to wait to accede to the throne, show his agreement with a Sunday Times story claiming the longevity of Queen Elizabeth II led people to grow tired of her and the monarchy itself. Sir John recently slammed the scene, saying no similar conversation had ever happened and describing the suggestion of a plot to overthrow the late Queen as malicious nonsense. A spokeswoman for Netflix defended the upcoming season amid criticism emerged, saying, Series 5 is a fictional dramatization, imagining what could have happened behind closed doors during a significant decade for the royal family. Speaking to late night show host James Corden, Prince Harry said, he was more comfortable with The Crown than I am seeing stories written about my family or my life. Prince Harry and Meghan signed a multi-year deal with Netflix in 2020, through which they are set to produce content and informs, entertains, and that inspire others too. They have since announced to be working at the docu-series Heart of Invictus, focused on the stories of some of the athletes who took part in the Invictus Games at The Hague in April. The pair are also rumored to be working on an at-home docu-series, but no official announcement have been made about it by either the Sussexes or the streaming platform. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.